So we're still at this lame little luncheon and Mary's trying to tell Jen, well, you know, your words can hurt. So can your outfits and eyelashes, but I ain't telling you nothing. Nobody at the table would say the things you've said. That you pine for Grandpapa Payne. I think they'd all say it in private, just not to your face. Jen got some black in her the way she said, open your eyes at me like that one more time. Don't curse at me. Don't wave your finger. Child, this is as dry and askew as Mary's wig. I mean, it is just plop that crap up on her head and called it macaroni. It's giving me wiggy, wiggy, wiggy. You can see it. It's acrylic. Wiggy, wiggy, wiggy. She barely applied it. It's acrylic. Wiggy, wiggy, wiggy. But you know it's there. She pretends that it's her hair. Oh, you gonna say she's ghetto with that crap on your head, with that $49.99 beauty supply mess on your head. She's ghetto. So FFTF says, bye, Jen. I don't want to talk to you anymore. The linebacker says, you want her to stay. Oh, Lord. Jen, you need to sit down and finish your lunch. Don't let this have to tell you to get up. Oh, Lord, the linebacker's arms. Honey, I know you're white, but lotion, baby, lotion. Maybe with the little tanner in it. Ooh, oh, Lord, them arms have rosacea, too. You are a mess. Why are the hairs so short in the back of her wig? She was hacking at it. So the linebacker brings Jen back in. And Jen says, I'm a rise above all the haters. Mary, you were absolutely trying to seem holier than thou. So the linebacker's sticking up for Jen, saying it's a little hypocritical to ask her to open up and then slam her down. And Mary's gonna say, oh, well, you have two faces. Better than 80,000 eyelashes like yourself. Lord, she said, I don't want this around the waiter. He's very upset right now. Oh, Lord, everybody rolled their eyes like we did. Okay, so now Whitney trying to tell her about herself, and she's like, girl, you 30. Yeah, but she also has eyes and is cognizant and married out of her family. Can you say the same? Well, you definitely got eyes. Oh, she said, I am 30 and you're acting like you're 10 when you're old as Methuselah. Oh, God, now you're going to call her a hoodlum. I bet you, ooh, I know who you voted for. You using all the buzzwords. Nicktoons. Jen said, look, you are black. You might run away from black people when they're in front of a 7-Eleven, but you still black. Mary don't know. You could tell by her elbow. Child, she said, represent your people. We don't want that kind of representate. We voted her out of office. You have a fear of hospitals and convenience stores? Just put your red hat on and go. Out here just a proud hood ironer. Sweetie had more self-respect. So Jen leaves yet again. Oh, and then you gonna ask for the AirPods back. You ain't shit. Oh, Lord, now we got Brooks and his mama. Oh, wow, it's so nice to hear a husband that actually made sure the family was okay. Good job, linebacker. That little girl, she got bright. They're so judgy. That's why I don't like going. I hear you. So now we got Brooks' mom picking up her man. That husband is too passive-aggressive for me. This is the first time you've come to pick me up. Well, it's the era of Uber. Why would anybody want to go through the agony of going to the airport just to go back home? Get your butt in a car and call it a day. Oh, Lord, he wants her to move to Ohio. This is a big city broad. She can barely stand the Salt Lake. So she's sick of moving every 10 minutes for his job, and I can't blame her. Oh, goodness, Mary, what is this ease on down the road outfit you got on with your grand husband? You don't look so grand. Oh, goodness, that is that man's nurse. That is not your staff. Did y'all give her $25 to shoot this scene? But she's whining to her grand husband that Jen is picking on her. So again, I don't know if you're telling your husband or your granddaddy. So Jen calls her husband and tells her about the racist diatribe that Mary's been on. You don't care what people think exactly. We know that because you married your grandfather. Trying to make you a mockery, you made a mockery of yourself. Boy, we've seen Jen's husband more than we've seen Mark. Oh, goodness. The grandfather's going to say they're jealous. No one's jealous of your incest or incest-adjacent union. No one's jealous of rumors of fraud. No one's jealous of your crappy wigs and heinous fashions. You have nothing to be jealous of. Now we got Lisa, the fake dreeter, and girl, I didn't know they had bag, borrow, steal for children because I know you did not have enough money to buy that boy that Gucci top and that empty house you living in with your ugly husband. Oh Lord, Whitney and this Pappy, child, best fiends. So now the linebacker's going to dinner with Mary. What the heck is she talking about? It's because of my color. Girl, boom. She blacker than you and we know it. Y'all keep saying, oh, well, he's not your blood. It doesn't matter. It's still gross. So it took you 2 years to go on and marry him. And after 2 years of pondering, you still said, yep, step-grandpappy penis. So she still don't want to be friends with Jen, and we don't care. This is, pretty trite. The episode was very light. But I'll see you soon for something. So we open with the big bone sissy and his assaulter in the bank parking lot. Why are you asking this man what does he want? Get in your car and go. Now you came to check on him. What type of sick crap, Sissy Perry? We are 30 seconds in the episode and it's already too much. Oh, Lord. So now the attacker's upset about his reputation because the big bone sissy was flirting with him. This is, I mean, it's bad, but you know, it's extra bad when it's the big bone sissy. In the words of For It's Rocks, it's only gonna get worse. Lord, so the big bone sissy and him is gonna get to scrapping, but I feel like Alonzo wants to flirt with the big bone sissy, and I could see him getting in a relationship. Oh, Lord. I'm sorry, after I had my butt beat like that, I would have a taser and a gun on deck, especially in Georgia. It's a real easy open card. Like, it just would have been 2 quick ones to the gut, and I would have been on my way home. That would have been self-defense, open and shut. I wouldn't even worry about it. Left your ass in the street stankin'. It's so sad. You see all these pretty black women dancing to the theme song, and then the show is so terrible. If we could just keep their energy from the theme song, like I could really just watch them undulate to some good music. And I think that would be better than the plots that they're trying to press upon us. Lord, so now he done snatched his phone. I mean, you work in a bank. You can't get back in there and lock the door real quick. Okay, why is the big bone sissy so sweaty? He said, I couldn't punk you because I was in my pumps last time and my waist trainer kept my right hook from getting to you. But now, I got my bass in my voice. Okay, girl. Okay. See, now, big bone sissy, just get in your car and hit him. I ain't doing all this yelling and screaming. You know, one good hospitalization deserves another. It's a quick and simple fix. All right, the big bone sissy got him up against the car. Skirmish. But he left him bloodied on the ground. So now we got the bank heifer and the Braxton hybrid at dinner. So now we got Gary outside of Andy's apartment. So Gary's friend's trying to get him to his house so that he won't be stalking this heifer because the FBI is hot on his heels. So he heads over to his friend's house. Back with the Braxton hybrid and the bank heifer, Karen shows up to dinner. And Karen telling the girls, he asked me if I needed money. Oh, I tell you, I told you. I went on about that last week for a reason. So Karen tells the girls, hey, me and Aaron are getting along swimmingly. But he hasn't caught this cooch quite yet. Meanwhile, at Fatima's house, Zach is rifling through the fridge. So he calls Fatima and says, I'm gonna go work on the house since you're at the party. Why do I want to watch the BET Christmas Lottery movie? Why do I want to watch that? Actually, I'm going to look at their holidays and chill. Their stuff looks actually cute, like Hallmark for black people. And it doesn't look as trifling as Tyler's television. Okay, so now Fatima arrives to dinner with the ladies. So Andy still hasn't shown up at this dinner. But we got Greg at his friend's house. He mad about the money. So his friend is trying to calm him down. He tries to lure him inside with a pot roast dinner. And the truth is, if you say you've made pot roast, I'm going in. I'm going in and I'm probably going to take a little to go. I love a good pot roast. Pot roast? I guess I love a good pot roast too. Oh, Lord. So Andy finally shows up to dinner in this... this organza wrapping. So she lets the ladies know she got her job back even though she's a terrible lawyer. I mean, you really did like break oaths and crap. You should be disbarred. So Andy thanks Fatima for helping her get her life back together. Fatima and Karen are really getting along, but they don't know they're sharing a schlong. And speaking of sharing schlong, the bank teller is saying that her sissy wants to go steady, but she's not sure if she's ready to share her late night bed buddy. So Sabrina finally gonna say, I don't think he's what I'm looking for. Girl, he's never been what you're looking for. Then again, you keep your vibrator on the floor, so Lord knows about you. Oh, and now Fatima at the table telling the girls, oh yeah, I'm usually dating 2 or 3 guys. I don't want to be committed. So I guess Zach is on her ho-tay-tay. You know what? That is perfect to come home to a hobosexual. Probably have a little food on the table for you. Then you can go out on a real date. Oh my goodness. And her sissy is across the restaurant with a woman. Must be a sister. Lord, so now we got the lawyer dropping by the house to talk to Zach. And he confronts him about his fornication with Fatima. So he said, has there been fornication? Okay, back at the dinner, we find out about the sissy's possible meth use and the Braxton hybrid humping on John Moody from Southern Charm, New Orleans. I'm sure Tyler was humping on him, too. So we find out Fatima and the Braxton hybrid were also sharing schlong. I guess the ladies have a lot more in common than they think. Oh, but now Calvin sees the ladies and goes over to say, shalom. Oh, Lord, now Sabrina lets everybody know that Andy got all of Gary's money. She says she's giving him his money back tomorrow, though. So they all leave dinner. Andy go home and call Paris. Lord, so Gary's at her house after she done called Paris for the peen. And that's where it ends. Thank God.